In the frozen stillness of the North American wilderness, silence carries the weight of survival. Snow muffles the crunch of cautious footsteps as a lone porcupine forages beneath the skeletal trees. The forest seems calm, but peace here is an illusion. Every shadow hides a threat, every sound could signal a predator. This porcupine moves with deliberate patience, not out of laziness, but necessity. It is not built for flight, nor for fury. Its strength lies elsewhere. Above, the pale winter sky stretches endlessly, but unseen eyes already watch. In this landscape of ice and instinct, even a moment of carelessness could become fatal. The porcupine finds a patch of bark, begins to gnaw, unaware of what circles far above. In the wild, even a quiet meal is a risk. Here, the line between life and death is thin and always shifting. High above the treetops, gliding on thermal currents, the golden eagle surveys its domain. From nearly a kilometer up, its piercing eyes scan the forest floor with uncanny precision. No rustle escapes its notice, no shadow goes unexamined. What it seeks is not just movement, but vulnerability. Hunger gnaws at its belly, a fierce primal urge. It hasn't eaten in 2 days. The porcupine below, seemingly slow and exposed, offers a tantalizing prize. It's 4 times the eagle's weight, but that doesn't matter. The eagle has taken larger risks for less. It banks left, eyes narrowing, talons flexing midair. This isn't just hunting, this is calculation. Years of survival have taught the eagle patience, and it knows the moment to strike must be perfect. It circles lower, silent, invisible to the creature beneath. The forest may seem still, but the air is charged. A predator waits. Beneath the canopy, the porcupine chews slowly, unaware that it has been chosen. Yet it is far from defenseless. Lining its back and flanks are over 30,000 quills, each a sharpened spear tipped with microscopic barbs. These quills aren't just passive protection. They are active deterrents, ready to detach and embed deep into any attacker. When threatened, the porcupine arches its back, rattling its hollow quills like a warning drum. The display is ancient, honed through millennia. It cannot outrun a predator. It cannot outfight one either, but it can punish. Few who attack once ever try again. The porcupine's faith rests in this armor, spikes that turn a soft body into a fortress. But armor has blind spots, and from above, the eagle sees them. It doesn't plan to strike the back. No, the eagle is watching for a frontal opening. The real question is, will one come? The eagle's wings fold, slicing through the wind like blades. It begins its stoop, a controlled plummet nearing 160 kilometers per hour. Trees blur below as branches whip past, but the predator's gaze is locked. It's aiming not at the porcupine's back, but the vulnerable face, the unprotected underside. One mistake, and the eagle could be impaled. But hunger sharpens wrist. At the last second, it flares its wings, adjusting its angle mid-dive. The porcupine senses something. Ears twitch, nose lifts, but it's already too late. The forest silence shatters with a rush of feathers and force. Snow explodes from the impact zone. In that split second, instinct collides with precision. The battle is no longer on land, it is taken to the eagle's domain. Here, in the air, the rules are different, and both animals are off balance. Impact. A blur of wings, claws, and spines erupts in a whirlwind of violence. The eagle's talons catch the porcupine's shoulder, just shy of its neck. The porcupine thrashes wildly, twisting its body with surprising force. Its quills surge upward, stabbing into feathers and flesh. The eagle flaps furiously, trying to lift its prey, but the weight is more than expected and the pain is immediate. One quill lodges deep beneath its wing joint. Another grazes its beak. The porcupine shrieks, a sound more defiant and fearful, as it slams into the ground with the eagle still clutching. Snow flies, branches snap. The porcupine rolls, bristling into a spiked ball. For a heartbeat, predator and prey are entangled feathers against armor. Then the eagle recoils, talons bleeding, struggling to stay airborne. The battle has begun, but it is far from over. The eagle retreats just enough to reassess, but pain flares with every wing beat. A quill remains embedded deep in its shoulder, more than a nuisance. It's a threat. Porcupine quills are not simple spines. Each one is laced with backward-facing barbs, designed to burrow deeper with movement. As the eagle flexes, the barbs dig further, tearing muscle. Blood darkens its plumage. It screeches, not in triumph, but in frustration. On the ground, the porcupine staggers upright, quills flared in all directions like a living minefield. Its side bleeds where the talons struck, but it stands its ground. It knows the eagle won't give up easily. Yet it also knows that one more attempt might be the last for either of them. Above, the eagle circles again, wounded and wary. Each pass is slower now, heavier. The hunter's weapon may have become its curse. Hovering just above the treetops, the eagle hesitates. The porcupine, bristling and bloodied, has not fled, it cannot, but it also hasn't fallen. Each breath it draws is labored, yet defiant. The eagle descends once more, but this time, its movements lack conviction. Pain shoots through its wing, and a tremor betrays its hesitation. One final pass brings it close enough to see the damage. A quill jutting from its leg, its chest feathers clumped with blood. The porcupine doesn't move, it doesn't need to. Its defense is already deployed, glinting under the gray light. After a tense pause, the eagle abandons the fight. With a strained flap, it ascends, each beat costly. Below, the porcupine slumps beside a fallen log, its eyes dull but alive. It won, not by fighting, but by enduring. High in the cold sky, the eagle drifts away wounded, defeated. Its sharp vision now blurred by the sting of pain. The quill buried in its joint may seem small, but in the wild, even a splinter can kill. Infection festers. A wing that cannot fully extend means starvation. This was no ordinary failure, it may have been a fatal one. Below, the porcupine limps into a hollow at the base of a tree, dragging its injured side. It will not eat tonight, but it will survive. That alone is enough. In nature, winning doesn't always look like triumph. Sometimes it looks like escape, sometimes like breathing one more breath. Evolution has shaped the porcupine not to conquer but to outlast. In a world of fang and claw, it lives because it refuses to fall. Thousands of kilometers away, the golden light of the African savanna stretches across dry grass and scattered acacia trees. Here, another hunt begins. A leopard, lean and restless, slinks through the tall reeds. It hasn't eaten in 2 days. Hunger coils in its gut like a second spine. Muscles ripple beneath its rosette-covered coat as it moves with lethal grace. Ahead, oblivious to the danger, a porcupine roots among roots and dry soil. It is a different species from its northern cousin, but no less armored. Its black and white quills shimmer in the sun, rising slightly with the breeze. To the leopard, this is a gamble, high risk, high reward. Meat is meat, and desperation drowns caution. The cat lowers its belly to the dust, eyes locked on the slow-moving target. Breath stills, silence reigns, and then the strike. With explosive force, the leopard lunges, muscles uncoiling in a single, fluid motion. Dust erupts beneath its paws as it closes the gap in seconds. But the porcupine is not unprepared. A split-second shift, a twist of its body, and hundreds of sharp quills rise like a fortress of needles. The leopard's paw slashes, landing near the porcupine's flank, but not without cost. A quill pierces the soft pad of its foot, and the predator recoils with a snarl. Pain flashes across its face. The porcupine retreats a few paces, its rear still facing outward, offering no weakness. The leopard circles, tail twitching, calculating. This wasn't the clean kill it imagined. Now the rules have changed. One wrong move could turn dinner into a disaster. But hunger clouds judgment, and the leopard is far from done. The leopard growls low, circling with narrowed eyes. Blood trickles from its paw, staining the earth beneath. The porcupine remains still, quills fully fanned, every inch of its body transformed into a wall of weapons. Another lunge, more cautious this time, aims for the flank. But the porcupine spins swiftly, and a quill drives deep into the leopard's shoulder. The cat cries out, retreating a few steps before collapsing into a tense crouch. Pain radiates from the wound, sharp and immediate. This prey is not fleeing, it is standing firm. The leopard pants heavily, watching, calculating, but no longer confident. The porcupine doesn't advance. It doesn't need to. Its defense speaks for itself. The sun beats down, time stretches, and the savanna holds its breath, two forces at a brutal impasse. For long minutes, nothing moves. Predator and prey locked in a silent standoff. The leopard's breathing slows, each inhale colored with pain and doubt. It shifts its weight, testing its injured limb, but the sting is sharp and unforgiving. The porcupine stands firm, its spine still erect, unmoved by threat or time. In this moment, power is not in size or speed, it is in resilience. The leopard lowers its head, not in submission, but in bitter recognition. This battle will not be won today. With one final glance, it turns and limps into the grass, vanishing into shadow. The porcupine waits, still as stone, until the wind returns and the danger is gone. It has outlasted another trial, not through aggression, but through design. Even the fiercest predator must yield to armor honed by time. As the sun dips beyond the horizon, the savanna shifts into shadow. The porcupine moves slowly, cautiously, each step a quiet declaration of survival. It doesn't celebrate, it doesn't rest. It merely endures. Across the tall grass, the leopard disappears into the night, licking its wounds, humbled by a creature half its size. This isn't weakness, it's nature's reminder that brute force is not absolute. The porcupine doesn't need speed, it doesn't need cunning. It survives by refusing to fall, by presenting danger in every direction. In a world that rewards adaptation, it has evolved the perfect answer to vulnerability. Don't run, don't fight, just hurt those who try. As darkness settles, both animals vanish into the hush of night. One still hungry, one still alive. And in the wild, that difference is everything. Under a microscope, the porcupine's weapon reveals its brilliance. Each quill, seemingly simple from afar, is a masterpiece of natural engineering. The tip bristles with microscopic barbs that curve backward once embedded. They resist removal, digging deeper with every tug. These barbs increase surface area, allowing the quill to penetrate skin effortlessly but making extraction a nightmare. Unlike a thorn, these quills are not brittle, they're flexible, durable, and capable of causing lasting damage. In some species like the Palawan porcupine, the quills are black and white, serving as visual warnings to predators. Others are hollow, rattling like a snake's tail when danger nears. Over millions of years, evolution has not made the porcupine faster or smarter, but it has made it nearly untouchable. Defense, not attack, has made this creature one of nature's most underestimated survivors. The porcupine is not a symbol of dominance or conquest. It does not hunt, chase, or intimidate. Yet in landscapes ruled by fang and claw, it has persisted by turning its vulnerability into armor. From snow-covered forests to sun-scorched savannas, it stands as a quiet lesson in survival. You don't need to outrun the storm if you are the storm's wall. Predators may be faster, stronger, deadlier, but many have limped away from the porcupine with wounds that remind them never to return. In the wild, each day is not promised. It is earned, not by bravado, but by balance. Not by brute force, but by design. The porcupine endures because evolution favored its will to survive over the need to conquer. And in the end, that is nature's greatest victory.